All right, everybody, welcome to another deep dive. You ready to go deep?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about chakras.
Okay.
And we're using this book as our main source,
Mm,
Balancing Your Chakras, Tools for Spiritual Alignment.
very cool.
We talk a lot about wellness and different ways to, improve your life. And I thought this would be a really interesting topic to cover.
Yeah, definitely. I think people are really curious about this subject,
Yeah,
that's kind of having a moment.
totally. And there's a lot of mystery around it. There's a lot of different interpretations.
Right.
And I think this book does a nice job of kind of like breaking it down in a way that's,
Mm,
I think, accessible to people.
yeah.
So basically, just to kind of like level set for everyone listening, chakras are these
Okay.
energy centers in the body,
Right?
and they run all the way from like the base of your spine up to the top of your head.
Yeah. The book describes them as spinning wheels of energy,
Yeah.
which I thought was a very vivid image.
Yeah. And each chakra is associated with different aspects of our lives.
Exactly.
So like physical, emotional, mental, spiritual.
Uh-huh. And they all kind of work together
Yeah.
to keep our energy flowing smoothly.
And the idea is that if your chakras are balanced,
Right.
then energy can flow freely.
Yeah.
And that leads to like optimal health and well-being.
Yes. And when they're blocked or out of alignment, that's when problems can arise.
Yeah, so I'm curious, like from your perspective, what are some of the signs
Okay.
that your chakras might be out of whack?
Well, the book talks about how chakra imbalances can manifest in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
So it can be physical, like you might have digestive issues if your solar plexus chakra is blocked,
Oh.
or, headaches if your third eye chakra is out of balance.
Interesting.
It can also show up emotionally, so you might feel anxious or fearful if your root chakra is blocked,
Okay.
or, uncreative or stuck if your sacral chakra is blocked.
That makes sense.
So it's really a whole body experience.
Yeah, so let's dive into some of the specific chakras. I think it would be helpful to kind of go through each one and talk about what it represents and, what might happen if it's blocked, and then maybe some ways to balance it.
Sounds good.
So let's start at the bottom with the root chakra,
Okay, the root chakra.
Muladhara.
Yeah, Muladhara.
So tell us about that one.
So the root chakra is all about feeling grounded and secure. It's our foundation.
Yeah.
It's located at the base of the spine, and it's associated with our basic needs for survival,
Right.
like food, shelter, and safety.
So if your root chakra is blocked, you might feel anxious or insecure.
Exactly. You might have trouble trusting people,
Okay.
or you might feel like you're constantly struggling to survive.
Interesting.
And on a physical level, you might experience lower back pain or leg problems.
Wow. So how can we balance our root chakra if we're feeling like ungrounded?
Well, one of the best ways to balance the root chakra is through grounding practices,
Like what?
like spending time in nature,
Yeah.
walking barefoot on the earth,
I love
or doing some gardening.
Yeah, it's a good one.
The book also suggests using crystals like red jasper or black tourmaline.
Ah, okay. I was going to ask about crystals.
Yeah.
So how do crystals work?
Well, the idea is that crystals have their own unique vibrations,
Mm-hmm.
and they can help to balance the vibrations of our chakras.
So you just like hold the crystal or?
Yeah, you can hold it, you can meditate with it,
Okay.
you can even wear it as jewelry.
Interesting.
There are specific crystals that are associated with each chakra.
Right.
So for the root chakra, red jasper and black tourmaline are really good ones.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. And the book also suggests using affirmations like, I am grounded or I am safe
Right.
to help strengthen the root chakra.
Okay, those are really good tips.
Yeah.
So let's move up to the next chakra, which is the sacral chakra,
Okay, the sacral chakra.
Svadhisthana.
Yeah, Svadhisthana.
This one's all about creativity and sensuality, right?
Yes, exactly. It's located in the lower abdomen just below the navel.
Okay.
And it's associated with our emotions, our creativity, and our sexuality.
So if your sacral chakra is blocked, what kind of things might you experience?
Well, you might feel creatively blocked
Oh, yeah.
or emotionally numb.
Okay.
You might also have difficulty connecting with your own sensuality or experiencing pleasure.
Interesting.
On a physical level, you might have reproductive issues or lower back pain.
Okay, so how can we balance the sacral chakra?
Well, one of the best ways to balance the sacral chakra is through creative expression.
Okay.
So things like dancing, painting, writing,
Yeah.
anything that allows you to tap into your creative energy.
Hmm.
The book also suggests spending time near water,
Ah, interesting.
like taking a bath or going for a swim,
Yeah.
and using crystals like orange carnelian or moonstone.
Okay, so each chakra has its own color and its own.
Yeah, each chakra has a corresponding color and crystals.
Okay, cool. So moving on up, we have the solar plexus chakra.
Yes. the solar plexus chakra.
Minamipura.
Minakura.
And this one's all about personal power and self-esteem, right?
Exactly. It's located in the upper abdomen. And it's our center of willpower, confidence, and self-esteem.
So if this chakra is blocked, you might feel powerless or insecure.
Right. You might have trouble making decisions.
Yeah.
Or you might feel like you're constantly being controlled by others.
Interesting.
And on a physical level, you might experience digestive issues or fatigue.
Wow.
Okay.
So how can we balance this chakra?
Well, one of the best ways to balance the solar plexus chakra is through activities that build confidence.
Okay.
Like setting boundaries,
Right.
speaking your truth, and taking on new challenges.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The book also suggests using crystals like citrine or tiger's eye
Okay.
and affirmations like I am powerful or I am confident
Right.
to help strengthen this chakra.
Okay. Let's keep going. We've got the heart chakra.
Okay, the heart chakra.
Anahata.
Uh-huh.
This one's all about love and compassion.
Yes, exactly. It's located in the center of the chest,
Okay.
and it's associated with our ability to love and be loved,
Right.
to feel compassion and empathy.
So if your heart chakra is blocked, you might feel isolated or lonely.
Right. You might have trouble giving or receiving love.
Yeah.
Or you might feel resentful or unforgiving.
Interesting.
And on a physical level, you might experience heart problems or respiratory issues.
Okay, so how can we open up our heart chakra?
Well, one of the best ways to balance the heart chakra is through acts of kindness and compassion.
Okay.
So things like volunteering, spending time with loved ones,
Right.
and practicing forgiveness.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The book also suggests using crystals like rose quartz or green aventurine.
Ah, okay. I was going to say rose quartz
Yeah.
and affirmations like, I am love or I am worthy of love. Yeah. Beautiful.
That help open up the heart chakra.
Okay, let's move up to the throat chakra.
Okay. The throat chakra.
Vishuddha. This one's all about communication.
Yes, it's located in the throat.
Hmm.
And it's associated with our ability to communicate our truth,
Okay.
to speak our minds, and to listen to others.
So if your throat chakra is blocked, you might feel like you can't express yourself.
Exactly. You might feel shy or introverted.
Right.
Or you might have trouble speaking up for yourself.
Interesting.
And on a physical level, you might experience sore throats or thyroid problems.
Wow. So how can we balance the throat chakra?
Well, one of the best ways to balance the throat chakra is through activities that involve communication,
Like what?
like singing, chanting,
Oh, yeah.
or public speaking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The book also suggests using crystals like blue lapis lazuli or turquoise,
Okay.
and affirmations like I speak my truth or I am heard
Okay, those are good ones.
to help strengthen the throat chakra.
All right, so next up we have the third eye chakra.
Yes, the third eye chakra. of course.
Ashra. This one's all about intuition and insight, right?
Exactly. It's located in the center of the forehead between the eyebrows,
Okay.
and it's associated with our intuition, our wisdom, and our ability to see beyond the physical world.
So if your third eye chakra is blocked, you might feel disconnected from your intuition.
Right? You might have trouble trusting your gut,
Yeah.
or you might feel lost and confused.
Interesting.
And on a physical level, you might experience headaches or vision problems.
Okay, so how can we open up our third eye?
Well, one of the best ways to balance the third eye chakra is through meditation and visualization.
Okay.
So things like practicing mindfulness, connecting with your inner guidance,
Right.
and exploring your dreams.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The book also suggests using crystals like amethyst or clear quartz.
Ah, okay. I was going to say amethyst.
Yeah.
And affirmations like, I trust my intuition, or
Yeah.
I am guided by my inner wisdom,
Yeah, beautiful.
can help open up the third eye chakra.
Okay, finally we've reached the crown chakra.
Yes, the crown chakra.
Sahasrara.
Sahasrara.
This one's all about spiritual connection, right?
Exactly. It's located at the top of the head,
Okay.
and it's our connection to the divine,
Okay.
to our higher self, and to the universe.
So if your crown chakra is blocked, you might feel disconnected from your spirituality, right? You might feel lost or purposeless.
Yeah.
Or you might have trouble experiencing joy and gratitude.
Interesting.
And on a physical level, you might experience headaches or insomnia.
Okay, so how can we balance the crown chakra?
Well, one of the best ways to balance the crown chakra is through practices that connect us to our spirituality.
Okay.
So things like meditation, prayer,
Hmm.
spending time in nature,
Right.
and practicing gratitude.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The book also suggests using crystals like clear quartz or selenite
Okay.
and affirmations like, I am connected to the divine, or I am open to receiving guidance
Yeah.
to help open up the crown chakra.
Okay, so we've gone through all 7 chakras.
Yeah. We did.
That was a lot of information.
It was?
But I think it's really helpful to kind of like break it down and look at each chakra individually.
Yeah, definitely.
And, think about which ones might be out of balance for you.
Right.
And then, start to incorporate some of these practices to help balance them.
Yeah, and the book emphasizes that it's really a journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about like fixing your chakras overnight.
Yeah.
It's about creating a daily practice that supports your overall well-being.
Totally. And I think it's also important to remember that, everyone's different.
Yeah.
So what works for one person might not work for another.
Absolutely.
So it's really about finding what resonates with you.
Right.
And, experimenting with different techniques.
Exactly, and listening to your body.
Yeah.
And seeing what feels good.
So what about you? Have you tried any of these techniques yourself?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm a big fan of meditation.
Okay.
And I also love using crystals. I find that they really help me to connect with my intuition and to feel more grounded.
Yeah. And what about yoga? Do you do any yoga?
I do a little bit of yoga. I'm not super advanced or anything.
Yeah.
But I find that it's really helpful for stretching and for releasing tension.
Yeah.
And the book actually has a whole section on yoga poses for each chakra.
Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
So I think this has been a really great overview of chakras.
Yeah, I think so too.
And, I hope it's given our listeners some tools and inspiration to start exploring their own energy system.
Yeah, me too.
So before we wrap up, is there anything else you want to add?
I think the main takeaway is that chakra balancing is a really powerful way to improve your overall well-being. Yeah. And it's something that anyone can do. You don't have to be a yogi or a mystic or anything like that. It's really just about paying attention to your energy and finding ways to keep it flowing smoothly.
Totally. So if you're listening and this is all new to you, I encourage you to just pick one thing and try it out.
Right.
Maybe start with a simple meditation or try using a crystal.
Yeah.
And just see how it feels.
Exactly.
And then you can start to experiment with other techniques from there.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
This was a really fun conversation.
Yeah, it was.
And I learned a lot.
Me too.
And I hope our listeners did too.
I hope so.
All right. So until next time, keep those chakras spinning.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
And all our listeners out there, what resonated with you the most about this deep dive into chakras? Are you going to go meditate? Are you going to go find some crystals? What feels right for you in this moment to help you on your journey?
All right, we'll see you next time.